with that. This first real phase of opening is really for the one-to-one appointments. This is actually the beginning of fuel season, so SMOC, fuel
Yes.
assistance.
Yeah,
Anybody that's been a client through that program have received their renewal applications. So I'm getting calls now to help people to complete those
and it's
applications.
important now.
It
'cause
is.
You're going into that time of year.
It is, yeah.
And if they couldn't come in to sign up, it makes it a lot harder for them.
It does, yeah.
Especially, some elderly have trouble making out those forms can be complicated.
They can be complicated. They have simplified things this year, which I very much appreciate. And including, I can scan and email a lot of the documentation, so I
Oh, so
can
that's why
even
quicker.
eliminate the mailing, and it will
Yep.
be much quicker. But for folks that get nervous, want to make sure that they have everything
Yep.
that's required, I'm very happy to help out with that process, so,
And you know, where, in some cases, elderly have lost their job,
yes.
their income is down, they may qualify where they didn't last year.
Right,
So you ought to take a look at that, make an assessment on that, and it doesn't matter if you're a private home
no,
or you live in an apartment where you pay the heat,
exactly.
so it's well worth
Or
it.
if heat is included. I have,
Or if heat's included, yeah,
if
you
heat's
can, the
included,
landlord
people
can get
can, yes.
the check.
You had said that you
Yes, I
had
used
that
to-
experience.
I had a couple of people that were on it,
Right,
and I
yeah,
used to get, and it was done through the oil man.
yes,
But, you know, this includes, gas, oil, and electricity,
and believe it or not, wood.
and
So-
wood. So you can get a break on on buying firewood.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
How, pellets?
Pellets, I think, I'll have to look on that.
'Cause a lot
But
of
I only
people-
had one client, in my 8 years, I've only had one client that was, primary fuel source was wood.
Cause you know, you can use it as a primary source, but under building construction, it can't be.
I was gonna say, you're always gonna have to have,
You have to have another source.
like, wood could be the secondary.
Right,
The primary really is have to be,
Yeah.
oil or gas,
oil, gas, electric,
electric,
or
right?
now pellets, if it's cause they have pellet furnaces.
Right, that's
And so
right.
you could have a pellets, furnace.
Okay, that's a great question. I'm gonna
So
look into
I would
that.
imagine pellets would be on
Mm.
there.
Now that you say that, I'm gonna, and if it's not, in the, on the application itself, I can always just reach out to my friends over at SMOC. They're very
They're very good at-
user-friendly.
yes.
Yeah, they're great people.
Yeah, they do a good job of coming up with that.
Yes.
And, there's someone to talk to about rent assistance too, right?
Right, yes. SMOC is, fuel assistance is just a small piece of what that whole agency offers. There is housing, they also have housing, and we have it
Yeah,
here
they
in
have
Rockdale.
a number of units in town.
Yes,
But, they can help you if you live in another unit as well, right?
right, so rental assistance.
Yeah, on rental assistance.
Mhm.
So a lot of people don't realize that. And if you're elderly and you need it, don't be embarrassed about getting it.
No,
You've earned it.
that's what I say.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You worked
You
all your
worked
life.
hard. Mhm.
You know, you might have worked for, if you worked for a company that didn't have a retirement program, and you're subsiding on Social Security, believe me, nobody can live on Social Security. I don't care.
And with the cost of living now,
Yeah.
and the cost of just maintaining basics,
Yes.
it's very expensive.
Yeah. So it's well
Yeah.
worth it to look into it.
is.
And the money is there. Why let someone else have it when you can have it?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I say, go for it.
So I just posted today on the town website, under the Council on Aging, our own individual site, the income guidelines. So if people are interested in that, and I'm gonna send it
gonna
over
ask you that.
here as well.
What's the top number? Do you know off the top of your head?
I could look on my phone.
Probably
but-
around 30,000?
Yeah, it's about, I think it's 38, might be 38,
That's pretty
39.
high, which is good,
It is good.
because it's very costly to live in Massachusetts.
It is.
It's a very costly state, and they do it by
Yes.
area too, so
Right.
that's why. If you're down in Alabama, it might be lower.
Oh, of course, yeah, but Massachusetts, as you said, it's very costly
Yeah.
to live here. Yeah.
And, you know, even if you don't qualify for the heat, or you do qualify for the heat, you might qualify for a break on your electric bill too.
Exactly. So
Even if you don't use it for heat.
right, right. Once you are approved for that program, it automatically goes out to all the utilities. So if you are a customer of National Grid, you then now get a discounted rate, which is called the R2.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, so it's important. I mean, especially someone who's struggling from month to month on that one check,
Right,
maybe having cut back on what you eat and things like that.
because they're
Well,
paying for medications.
Yeah, you can call, that's what the senior center is for, so it's not a place for,
It's not just fun and games.
yeah, for seniors to hang out and have fun.
I mean, we are that too, but
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it,
that's
but
part of
the
it.
most important part is this assistance that you can give to seniors.
That's our mission, is to
Yep.
keep people as independent as possible. And so we are there for all aspects of, from social to, social services.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And so, and now you're not relying on family or anybody like that to keep you alive.
And like you said, there's a pride issue
Yeah,
or an embarrassment.
yeah,
And
and there's no need to be
there's no
embarrassed.
need. No. And their families don't need to know. It's
Right.
something that they could come to me, and anybody that comes through my office, it's confidential.
And it could be a situation that came up, they might have had a lot of money and then they lost it for some reason. People had money in the market and they lost it, or
helping family members.
helping
or-
family members, or falling prey to one of these
scams.
scam artists that
Right.
are out there.
Yeah.
And they're numerous. I'm getting the calls left and right.
It's just, they're relentless. It's just.
Oh, my God.
And they're always coming up with something more savvy, more tricky. It's hard to almost keep up with it.
Oh, I know. I mean, we've said over and over. Social Security will not call you.
No, never.
IRS will not call you.
No way.
If you're getting someone calling you on the phone and telling you that's who they are, they're lying to you.
Hang up.
Yep, hang up. But what I do is I say, "Oh, am I glad you called? I work for the Attorney General's office, and we've been trying to get a hold of you." Click.
Good one. I like it. Yeah.
After a while, I don't hear from them so often
No,
anymore.
no. See, you scared them away.
Yeah,
Oh boy, they are.
because I mean, there's some of these guys that come up with some great things that they can't believe what they'll come up with.
And wouldn't it be, they are very smart, talented people who are could do something in the positive,
Yes.
rather than doing something
I
to try to
know.
scam grandma.
Yeah.
They could probably, do something that would change the world
Yeah.
in a positive way. So it's a shame.
Yeah, but they're out there in great number.
They are. Yeah.
And they do, and they look up, there's ways of finding how old someone is.
Oh, absolutely. Everything's out there.
Yeah, so, and they just
Nothing is
know.
private.
Yeah,
No.
they know who to go after.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good though, that you're gonna be opened up again for
Yes.
those services.
So we're very excited. We encourage people to call to make appointments, but certainly, now that the doors are going to be unlocked, come on in and I can schedule appointments in person. And I think we had mentioned to you that we have a whole array of medical equipment. So if anybody is in need of,
Yeah, that's free to
durable.
put someone to use. It's, when they're done with it, give it back.
and I have to say, from the time that we closed to even just today, equipment is flying in and out of our center. It's unbelievable. It's great that we are, the word is out, so the visiting nurses often will stop in to
Oh.
see what we have
Oh,
available.
so they can take care of a patient.
Right. And I think it's wonderful,
Yeah.
because again, it's a cost issue. Some of this
Yes.
equipment is very expensive, and
Yeah, and the insurance doesn't always
no.
cover it. Even though you really need it bad, they don't cover it.
Right.
So, and what are you gonna do with it? Throw it out?
No, and I tell people, if it's still in good shape, or you're not sure, bring it down anyway.
Yeah, you can make a
and-
decision as to
right.
whether you can use it.
And Michelle, my assistant, who you met a couple shows ago, or actually, was it our last show?
The last show, I believe.
I can't keep track
Yeah, it
anymore.
was the last show.
It was the last show. So her background is an OT, and she knows how to look at equipment, fix it if it needs to, or say, nope, that's no longer safe, you know, let's get rid of it. So she's a good resource to have,
Yes.
too.
And you're a good resource for this equipment for people that do need it.
Right.
And it might be on a temporary basis. You might, broke a leg or
Oh, we've
something.
had many of those, and for those folks, they want to get the equipment back to us, which
Yeah.
that's great too. I mean,
Yeah.
we, of course, we'll take it back.
But here's a chance to, you get it just for a temporary basis. You don't need to go out and purchase it.
No,
And you get it back in time.
yeah,
When you're done, just bring it back.
exactly. Or I've said to people, if you don't bring it back, if you know of somebody else that can use it, pass it along. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you ever get, that if you have sleep apnea, you have to clean it?
Oh, right.
That unit to clean is very expensive. You ever anybody donate one of those?
No.
Too bad, because those are very expensive.
Yes. I have heard that. Yeah.
And you need something, or you can clean it by hand, but it's a lot of work.
Right. I think there was, I think I'd seen on TV that there's some kind of a program to clean it, but again, there's a big cost factor
Yes.
in doing that.
Yeah, they said $100 off, so you imagine what the price is?
Oh, right, yeah,
Yeah, they're knocking $100 off.
exactly.
But the price is
It's
up there.
pretty costly, yeah, yeah,
It's too bad, but if anybody has if someone dies, what are you gonna do with that?
right,
Keep it until you might need it? No, you may never need it.
no,
Better to donate.
better to donate, and then if you do need it down the road, at least you know where to go to
Yes.
find it, so, yeah, yeah.
So is there anything else coming up? I mean, in the past, you had doctors or dentists come in?
So podiatry will be coming back. We
Uh-huh.
do already have, this was pre-scheduled before, that podiatry clinic is happening later in September, which is great because now we're officially open. But those are, again, all by appointment and scattered enough staggered enough in the scheduling that, we can safely clean in between and not have too many people in the building
Right.
at one time. And so it's Dr. Biancamano, and
Yes.
who you're familiar with. And
Yes, I go to them once every couple of months.
so he comes over to us every 6 weeks. He offers that podiatry clinic, so he'll be coming back.
Yeah, if you're diabetic,
It's important,
very important to get your toenails clipped professionally,
yes,
because God forbid you cut one, you may never heal.
right,
You might end up losing it.
right,
So that's why I go to them. I mean, it's
yeah.
kind of an inconvenience, but I
But
go
you'd
to
rather have it done the right
I'd
way.
rather have it done. I go to the chiropractor once a month too.
Oh, okay, Yeah.
A good adjustment is great.
right,
Keeps me in shape.
there you go.
Yeah, in fact, I get a massage, and then right after the massage, I get adjusted, because all the muscles are loosened up now, and it's easier for him to adjust.
Oh, fantastic.
And they're both in the same building, so I go from one door to the other
Yeah,
door.
yeah, one-stop shop,
Yeah,
yeah,
works out great. I schedule it every month that way.
excellent, yeah.
And I have to pay for it because the insurance doesn't cover it, but to me, it's worth it.
Because you know it works for you.
Yes, and I stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm healthier now than I'm healthier now than I was 20 years ago.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
Because you're taking care of yourself, and you
Yep.
know your body, and you know what you need to do, and
And I don't have a full-time job that puts stress on you.
that's true. Yeah,
See, so now I feel better than ever.
and you're doing more things that are fun and
Yes, everything I do is
enjoy.
fun now.
Yes, and that's important.
Yes.
And that's what we like to promote at the center too. It's
Well, if somebody needs to go, if you call, make an appointment, you can also arrange to have the bus pick you up, right?
yes, oh, definitely.
So if you need a ride, you make the appointment, you can schedule the bus to pick you up, and now you got a transportation there.
Yes, yeah, and the transportation is there's a little uptick in our requests, so I'm happy to see that as well.
Yes.
People are starting to utilize the service a little bit more. I think people are still a little fearful and being very conservative, which is fine. But I'm seeing that every week it's a little bit more and more.
Well, you disinfect the bus every time.
We do so we clean in between passengers,
Yep,
wipe down, and do the general cleaning.
right.
But then once a week we get that super duper clean at the fire station.
Okay,
with
yeah,
the-
because they got equipment there just for that.
Yes.
Ah,
So is that the phone?
oh, we have to wait.
Oh, okay.
But now, I lost my train.
Oh, I'm sorry. So yes, every Friday we go up to the fire station at the end of our end of our shift to do it's a fogging treatment. And
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
take very long.
Yeah,
And I have to say, our fire department is phenomenal.
that totally disinfects. They just fill the whole thing with the fog, right?
It is essentially a fog.
Yeah.
So it goes it's sprayed right into the bus. Close all the doors, let it sit for about 5-10 minutes. Then they open up all the doors and let it just kind of flow out. And then my driver brings it back to the center and then let it sit for a while, and then we wipe down because it does leave a little bit of a film. So we wipe down the windows and the seats, and then
That kills viruses and bacteria.
it does.
Okay, we're gonna take this call. Let's see. Go ahead, call. You're on. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, you're on. Oh,
Oh, and you're off.
okay. I didn't,
Oh, that
I
was
didn't
too
hit
bad.
It. Oh, well, call back. Something happened.
So, oh,
Oh, here we go.
okay.
Here we go. Okay. Okay, you're back on.
Okay, thank you. Hey, I have a question. When are they going to have congregate? Okay, thank you. Hey, I have a question.
What is? Turn your TV down. You're getting mixed up because of the TV. We're hearing your TV in the background.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there you go.
When are they going to have reinstate the congregate lunches at noontime?
Oh, good question. So I don't think that will be happening through the rest of this calendar year. I think at this point we're just going to continue with the Meals on Wheels program, and then come 2021, we hope to revisit that whole program and see where we're at in terms of our state and the numbers and what would be the safest plan for us.
Visit that whole program and see where we're at in terms of our state.
Okay, you got the TV back up. Can you hear us all right on the phone?
Oh yeah, I hear you. Fine and clear. I turn the TV down. Okay, you got the TV back up.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a delay on the phone. So if you have the sound up, you're going to be hearing us later than what you're hearing us on the phone.
Okay, I got it turned down as low as it can go. Now I'm just curious. I mean, I'm one of the town people in town. My name is Angelo, and my next door neighbor was asking me about it because he enjoys the camaraderie of the lunches, and I was just curious when it will be reinstated.
Oh, Angelo, are you calling on behalf of your neighbor, Dawn?
Yes, Kelly. My God, you knew that.
Of course I know. I know my people.
Okay, I'm sure you do, Kelly. I'm watching you right now on TV, and I got the volume turned way down.
Good
now,
job.
You asked me, and I didn't have the answer, Kelly.
Yeah, so I've spoke with Don a few times, and we've brought him to a few places, and I know he misses being at the center so much, and we miss him.
Well, he does. He really enjoys the interaction. I'm sure there are other seniors as well. So I was just curious when they're gonna, get it back on track. I realize there's protocols that need to be established, but
Right.
so when are they gonna have lunches?
Yes. So we're hoping to revisit that whole thing, like I said, come the new year. But remember, it's Tri-Valley that runs the nutrition program, so it's not
Correct.
just my
Yeah.
it's not just my decision. It's kind of like a joint effort, and but yeah, we'll have to think of something to get maybe some small groups together, and you've seen the new patio, right?
Oh, it's great. A wonderful improvement. I'm glad that there were people that donated and came forward. It is a remarkable improvement, Kelly. It really is.
Yeah, thank you. We're proud of it.
But I just happened to catch you. When I said, "Oh, you're on now," I'm going to call. I'm going to ask the question, and thank you for the answer, and thank you for the response. I appreciate it.
And tell Don I'll give him a
You and
call.
Harry do a fantastic job, and thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling.
All right, take care. Bye.
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 Okay. Yeah, people get confused. There's delay.
Yeah.
And so if you're listening on TV and you're on the phone, you're going to be hearing the conversation on TV about
A little bit
about 6 or 7 seconds later.
later. Yeah. Yeah.
So we need a delay too, because we don't want anybody calling up and saying something wrong.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Yeah.
It's happened in the past.
Oh, I'm sure. Sometimes you learn the hard way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I was going to ask, now we're into the season for flu shots.
Yes.
Are you doing them at the senior?
So that's been a hot question the past few weeks. I did reach out to Board of Health, and Jean Gnatic has assured me that plans are being made to offer clinics.
Mhm.
So we will have one. It's just not knowing when it will be
Right.
and how it will be done,
Of course,
because
CVS is doing it right now.
yes, right. But senior centers, and in fact the one in Sturbridge today had a drive-through,
Oh,
which I thought was interesting.
for shots?
For shots.
Oh.
Put your arm out. Yeah, and I guess it worked really, really well. So that's a possibility. Or they could utilize our patio behind us there,
Yes.
if it's a nice day. Or we could do both. We could do some on the patio, some in the building, make sure that we just circulate and keep the traffic
Yeah.
and flow going. And
And
Yeah.
most likely you'll be offering the COVID shots whenever the vaccine's available.
that would be interesting. Yeah, I know.
I would imagine it, because
I would think it would be like any other.
Yeah, they're talking it's gonna be free
Vaccine.
to anyone,
I would think so.
like you
Yeah.
do with the flu shot.
Right.
The government picks up the tab.
Yes. And I know they want to certainly get to the most vulnerable first.
Yes, and the elderly are the most vulnerable.
They certainly are. Whether you feel it or not, yeah, being older puts you in that category.
Well, part of the reason is your immune system is
Different.
it's wearing out. It's like anything else. I mean, you drive a car long enough, it wears out. I mean, your body wears out, and
Right.
you got to keep it going. Now,
Yeah.
you tune up your car, well, you got to tune up your body. That's what I try to do.
That's it.
Vitamin D and other supplements. and
Yes.
Eat well.
Mhm.
Get a lot of sleep. Sleep is very important.
It is.
And,
If you don't get enough sleep, it can have a really
And
negative
I'm reading
impact.
a book right now on sleep, and one of the things they said that one of the problems elderly have is they can't sleep.
Or their sleep patterns are
Their sleep
are
patterns,
bad.
their bodies,
Yes.
your body just doesn't let you go to sleep,
No.
and then
Okay,
you wake up
another call.
earlier than what you really want to.
Another call.
Yeah.
It's a busy
But,
night, Harry.
How about COVID testing?
We're not going to be doing it, but
No.
I don't know if that would be something down the road. That would be interesting.
Yeah, if you could line something up through the Board of Health,
Yeah, I'll have to ask Jean that question.
yeah, that would be a good thing to do, because they're hanging. Oh, there they go.
There they
Okay.
go. All right.
Have to wait for Aaron to get it on. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Hi, Harry.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Kelly. This is Ron Allen, the Tai Chi guy.
Ron, how are you?
Hey,
Doing well. Just happened to be scrolling through and caught a little bit of the show, and I was wondering if you mentioned anything yet about the Zoom classes we're going to have.
Not yet. So how
Oh,
how
wow.
about we have you make your big announcement?
All right. Help me with the dates. I think we chose this Wednesday coming up.
Correct? Did we say
Well,
1:30?
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit.
Did we say 1:30 to 2:30?
Yes, 1:30 to 2:30, and we're going to be filming it or putting it on Zoom. So I guess you have to tell them how to get on Zoom.
So what I will do is the people that had been coming to your classes on a regular basis, I have all their
Right.
emails and I will send them the link. If you know of anybody else, Ron, that you think might be
Yeah.
interested, let me know and I can send it to them as long as I have their email.
All right, that'd be perfect because Tai Chi is really geared towards anyone.
Right.
And when I teach the classes, I do adjust some of the moves if someone is in a chair or has some balance issues. So we adapt the different moves so that everybody can benefit from it.
Exactly.
And these
Yeah.
are exercise classes?
Yes.
Yeah, there's going to be another. You're going to have
So
another class too, right?
right, in addition to your class, Ron, which is the Tai Chi, we're also offering on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings, we're going to have a different exercise class.
Ah,
One will be a toning class on Mondays. On Wednesday, it will be a low impact aerobics. And on Fridays is a stretch and strengthen, so using small weights.
oh, okay. I like that Tai Chi.
Yes, with yeah.
And
But-
you do feel the energy.
That's what it was. It was this one, Ron,
That's
where
what it is. Oh, we're gonna make sure we make energy balls
energy.
and send them out.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
we ought to have
Yeah,
you come on with.
I got some good pictures of the time when I was on the show with you, Harry. We had a good time that
Yes,
night.
that was a great show. What I was going
Yeah.
to say is that Kelly's going to be here the first Thursday of every month. Maybe you can make arrangements to come on with us sometime.
Yeah, I would like that.
And
We
can
could
talk
definitely do
about
another
exercise for the
little
elderly.
demonstration and talk about it and get people excited and have them come join the classes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you and I had done a little show. I think it was a time that Harry had another commitment. So he did come on the
Right.
show with me. But
Yes.
I'm thinking, Ron, this might be another good opportunity to just have you come back on and refreshen that for people.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Oh, yeah, definitely we can
I
bring
still
that
have people
and,
comment on
I'll
that
bring
show.
some props and we can have some more some photo ops there. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Excellent. We'll talk about it on Wednesday.
All right, very good. All right, I'm gonna start watching it again.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you for calling,
Thanks, Ron.
All right, good night.
Good night. Yeah, that was a great show.
Yeah.
And you do. I don't care. I tell people you will feel the energy.
You do feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody, your body runs on electricity,
It does.
whether
Yeah.
you realize it or not.
Mhm.
Your brain totally operates on electricity, and it sends those electrical signals out throughout your whole body. That keeps you breathing, keeps your heart going,
That's it.
tells you when to move your arms.
But we don't slow down enough
Right.
to really concentrate and
Yes.
to observe it. And so when you do, you're like, wow, okay,
Yeah,
there's something there.
there is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's also why you can die from electric shock.
Oh, true.
Because you put too much, it's like killing a motor by putting too much voltage into it.
Right. Yeah.
See, so people don't realize that electricity is a big part of ours.
It's huge. Yeah.
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 And Ron was that was a great show. I really enjoyed that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. So we'll have him back on. I'll
Yeah.
talk to him on Wednesday. So yes, I'm excited to be offering these Zoom classes.
Yeah.
So the instructors are actually coming to the center. using our exercise room.
Yeah,
And I have all the equipment set up that they're going to be offering the classes and interact with their participants.
do you find a lot of people, elderly people, are aware of how to use Zoom?
So we're getting there. Of course, there are a good core group that do not want to have anything to do with it.
Right,
But I have to say, more and more I'm seeing are open to it, and once they've done it a few times, see how simple it can be, get more comfortable with it. And so I am pretty excited about these classes because I already have people that are going to try
well,
it.
the participants don't need a camera.
No, they can just do it over the
Yeah,
phone.
they can watch it. They don't need to be sending a signal back.
No, oh no,
They can just receive,
exactly. Yeah,
so they don't have to participate, they don't have to talk.
no, they can put themselves on mute and they can
Yep.
just, yep. And others want to, because again, for many of these classes, the people that participated in them came to know one another and it became a social.
Yes.
So a lot of these people haven't seen each other in 6 months, and they're very excited about
Yeah.
having this opportunity. So
Yeah, so,
it's
but
good.
my point was, if you don't have a camera on your computer,
Right,
you can still participate
right,
by following along.
exactly.
And it's
Yeah.
not that difficult to do, you need to know the codes,
Right,
which you'll put out to everyone.
right. Yes. And I've told people that, that first week, obviously, it's going to be a learning curve for everyone.
Yep.
And to call the center as well. So if they are trying to get on with their device and they have, and it's not their phone, call us and we'll walk you through it.
Right.
So we'll
I've
get
been-
there.
I've been doing Zoom meetings now with the planning board, oh God,
Right.
and that's tough, we did.
It's
two
not the
pub-
same. I agree. It's
Two
not.
public hearings, it was very hard, because people wanna comment, we have a policy that you show the hand,
Oh,
you
okay.
wave,
Right.
and then the chairman knows to call on you.
Yes.
Whereas, at a regular meeting, it's easy, someone stands
know
up
when
and,
someone-
raises their hand, you can, but, oh my God.
Yes. There's a little bit of a disconnect, you're right,
Yeah.
when you're in that platform. But it's the way that
It's what we
We're
gotta
doing
deal with right now.
right now.
But it seems to be changing now, I mean, the governor is loosening up again today.
Oh, I did catch a little bit of what he was saying, and they featured, they were at a restaurant. I don't know if
They're
it was
gonna
in
increase the,
Boston.
amount of people that can be in a restaurant.
Go inside,
I think it's going to 50%.
okay. Especially with the weather.
Yeah, cold weather's gonna be here
changing.
soon,
Yeah,
sooner than we realize.
yes,
And also, theater's gonna start opening,
okay.
so we'll be able to go to the movies.
Oh, that would be interesting. Well, some of those theaters are big enough that you can certainly distance.
Well, I've been to unless it's a really popular movie,
Right,
I've been in plenty of empty seats around.
Sure.
So they can spread you out.
yes, yeah.
It's not that difficult to do.
So I wonder, you must have to wear your mask the whole time though, huh?
I would, yes, they're gonna
Yeah.
require masks all the time, and they're not gonna allow them to sell any food
Oh, okay.
as it stands right now, which
Okay.
I don't think the theaters will be happy about, that's where they make a
I was
lot.
gonna say,
They
that's where
charge
they
a
make.
fortune for everything.
Exactly.
They make good money on that food.
Right, yeah.
But I mean, now, look, you're on Cumberland's, they're not, you
Oh,
can't,
they're not doing the,
you can't do
of
the
course.
coffee, cause they're self-serve.
Right, they don't want all those people touching.
Right.
and-
And, same with, if you get, if you go to a restaurant, they gotta give you the sugar, the salt, and pepper
Everything
all in
is
packets.
Packets, individual,
Yeah, individual packets,
yeah,
so that not everybody's using the same one.
right,
There's a lot of changes out there.
there is.
Hopefully, that'll disappear eventually. I wanna go back to the old ways,
Wouldn't it be nice?
yes. I wanna get back to not wearing a mask every time I go in a store.
Right. How many times have you almost been in the store and forgot and had to go
Yes.
back out to the car? Yeah.
Yes, oh
Yeah.
yes.
I've seen people do that
I do it all the
quite
time.
often. Yeah, yeah.
But now I seen, I was at the post office today and I seen a woman walk out without her mask on. I said, she just must have went in and said, "To heck with it."
Right.
Checked her mail and walked out, because she didn't go to the counter.
She wasn't going to the counter, yeah.
Yeah, she was just checking her mailbox,
Right.
so.
Yeah.
I said, to heck with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I seen people, "Oh my God, I forgot my mask," and run back out to the car.
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
It's so easy to do. I mean,
It
I'm running
is.
around. I got, mask in my car, in all my cars, and,
Yeah.
oh,
I'm keeping, so obviously we have a whole bunch of disposables in the center, but I also have them on the bus too.
yep,
Because in case some of our riders,
They forget the
if they
mask.
forget their mask, that's not, let's not waste any more time going back and get the mask. Just put the
Yeah.
disposable on, you're fine, and yeah.
and you do
so
have to wear it on the bus, because you got multiple people.
We do.
But if you're driving in your car, you don't need to wear the mask.
No. The only time, so our volunteer driver program has started up a little bit. I have 3 drivers that have agreed to start taking people to
Oh.
appointments outside of Northbridge.
Yeah, that was a big problem.
So in those cases, we are asking.
Then you would have to wear a mask, because
Yeah.
you're strangers. I'm talking, generally in the
No,
car,
if you're in your own car
Yeah.
or by yourself
by
too.
yourself, or even with family members.
Yeah,
If you're not wearing the mask around the house,
right.
why worry about it in
You
the
don't have to
car?
worry about it in the car. No.
But, yeah, but you get your drivers coming back, then that's very important.
I do.
'Cause
Yeah.
you have
So,
a lot of people have to leave town.
yes.
We're
Yeah.
fortunate. Oh, your phone light's not working.
Oh,
Your phone light's not working, but we got a call.
we have a call.
Yeah.
This is a busy night.
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, caller, you're on.
Oh, thank you. I was just wondering, some of my friends over in Oxford are saying they're getting gift certificates from Hannaford's. Not gift certificates, but they're getting discounts or,
Oh, gift cards.
whatever it is, $25. Are we getting that here in Northbridge and Whitensville as well for Hannaford's?
No, and I will check with the director in Uxbridge because I also have a family member that lives in Uxbridge who's.
Whatever it is.
Who- She has her TV on.
Okay. Whoops, I'm going to shut the sound down off my computer. Hi, Kelly, it's Gail. I'm going to shut the sound off of my computer, but we don't have that service here in Northbridge, Whitensville yet?
No, we don't have that funding, and I am going to check with the director in Uxbridge to see how she was able to get that. Because as I said, I have a family member. It's actually my husband's grandfather who lives in Uxbridge, and he's been a recipient of the Hannaford gift cards, which has been wonderful. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that would be very cool.
It
if we
would be,
could
wouldn't it?
As well.
Yeah. I would.
Well, keep up the good work, kids.
Thanks, Gail. How you doing?
I am doing. By golly, I love the backdrop. Look at this. Did you look at that?
We're on the
You see it?
patio.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That is so cool. Hi, Harry.
Hi,
Yeah.
Gail. Isn't that nice?
I'm sorry?
Isn't it nice to be outdoors on the patio
It is indeed.
through the magic of TV?
That's it.
Well, a couple of margaritas couldn't hurt, but
Oh.
it's
Oh,
nice.
yeah. it
that would
definitely wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, that'd be even nicer.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for answering my question, and I'll be looking forward to the answer.
You know I'll follow up with you, Gail.
Oh, yeah, and how are the flu shot mobiles going?
Yeah, so we're still, I was just saying to Harry, the Board of Health is still in the planning process. But what I have
Oh.
heard is some communities are offering drive-through flu clinics, which will be interesting. But we'll work on it with you because I had also mentioned to you about, coming into the different housing complexes too.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm going out tomorrow, my big day. I haven't been out since March 9th, and I'm going out tomorrow.
Okay, is that for an appointment?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like I'm going yes, it is. Thank you.
You weren't going out for a party, huh?
No, dagnabbit.
No. Well, good
A
luck.
year from now, I will.
Yeah, we all hope to be at a party down the road.
That's right. We will.
We'll
Yeah.
celebrate
We
the
will.
end of COVID.
Yes, we'll have a big COVID celebration
Yes.
when it's all done.
Up and down the main street.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you go and keep up the good work, guys.
Okay, thank
Thanks,
you.
Gail. Take care.
Thanks so much, Harry. Bye,
Thank
Kelly.
you, Gail.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it's getting a lot of calls tonight.
It
see?
is.
Yeah, the
Very
show's
good.
been- but no, the
Nice.
show has been taken off.
Yeah.
It takes a little while.
It
because-
does.
And we did it, a couple of months over the summer.
Right.
And now we're gonna make it regular, so once you get regular, you get even, people will know, they'll know to watch, and they'll call in.
Right. And then it will give us a month to work on.
Yeah, coming up
Um,
with what's going on
right.
and new ideas, and bring some guests in from time to
Exactly.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Bill,
Yes. We'll have Bill come back on.
yeah,
He's a character.
he is. I tell you, it was a great show, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I like about doing this.
Exactly. Because then you get to meet the different people and all the players behind
Yeah.
the scenes. And
Yeah,
yeah, he's a great guy. We're very fortunate to have him on our team as well.
but, yeah, okay, yeah, you're looking like the flu shots will be coming around eventually.
There is definitely going to be a clinic.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how that clinic is going to be set up. So I will just, as I said, I've been in contact with Jean. She's working with the public health nurse to coordinate. It's just a matter of how it will all play out. So,
At one time, only a doctor could give the shots.
is that the case, huh?
And a number of years ago, they changed that.
Right.
And that's why now
they
you
would
can get
have
them at
to.
CVS, the pharmacist will give you, in fact, I think some of the help is giving the shots.
Right.
And you can have, same with the health nurse can now, but at one time though, it had to be a doctor.
Yeah, but that would just, for now, I mean, with even the shortage of doctors right now, we just,
Yeah, you couldn't do it.
We
So it was
couldn't do
good, I mean, well,
Yeah.
now you have a new thing called nurse practitioners,
yes,
who are just a step down from a doctor,
yes,
but can actually write prescriptions.
definitely.
So, things are changing, it makes sense.
It does, and it just, it takes takes a lot off of the doctors too.
Right.
That they,
Well, I think that the AMA had a lot to do with restricting it because, keep the business within.
right,
And they realized that, look at the shortage of doctors, we can't.
we can't do it all.
We need to have help. Like lawyers had done that in the past too.
Mm-hmm,
That you needed a lawyer to do certain things, and now you can do it with paralegals, or,
right,
it makes sense,
Yeah.
And it opens up the market to others,
it does,
and saves
Yeah.
people money,
in time,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I go back to when we had our polio shots with Dr. Balmer.
oh, was it?
Hmm.
Dr.
He was
Baumer.
pretty elderly at the time.
Oh, boy, yeah. So, and it was one of those, was it a round
Yeah,
shot that went right into the arm?
yeah.
Yeah,
The needles were bigger then.
yeah,
I mean, I was smaller,
must
but
have hurt.
but the needles did hurt more.
yeah.
And was great when they came out with the drink.
Oh, yes,
Because now we didn't have to, we stood in line and they handed you the cup and you,
you just,
like a
down the
cherry,
hatch.
cherry flavor.
Oh, okay,
And that wasn't bad. I had everything right here at the, the Rockdale house is now.
oh.
That was the Rockdale Elementary School.
I would say, what was that before? Because I know it was a school.
It was a Rockdale Elementary School.
Elementary, okay, all right. I always wondered because they call it the schoolhouse, so. I
Yeah,
said,
well, you had elementary schools all around.
in each village,
Yeah,
right?
all around, like where your place is was the plumber
Plumber
school.
school.
And then we had the grammar school, and had the West End school, and we had the Clark school.
Mhm.
And there were even more schools than that prior.
Right. There's a couple of schools that we have paintings of in our building, and I didn't even know where they were.
I told you, there's one right near Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes, okay.
There was one at Adams Corners.
Oh, all right, way up there, okay.
Yeah, that one's long gone.
Yeah.
My grandfather went to that one,
Okay,
my maternal grandfather. You had, well, of course, you had the school up on Hill Street,
yeah,
which is now the Veterans Hall.
okay. Was there one near the fire station?
Yes, that wooded lot
Yes,
down near, where there's the Fork, Water Street's on one side.
yes.
There was a school there.
That's what I
That was the
thought.
West End School.
West End, okay.
And on Prentice Road and Carr Road, a corner of Carr and Prentice, there's a brick house.
Mm-hmm.
That was a school,
Oh, really?
yeah. Because you go back far enough, there was no transportation.
No, so you had to have it in
So,
close
yeah,
proximity
so they had them in close proximity
to the,
the farms
neighborhoods.
or, yeah, and they were
Yeah.
probably small, but it didn't have a lot of students, and it would cover multiple classes.
right.
So, you know, they might have
You had multiple grades in one
multiple grades
classroom.
in one, yeah, in one building, with
Right.
one teacher.
Right, yeah.
It's a
Wow.
whole different world.
Maybe we should go back to that, and then we'd be able to go back to school.
Well, I mean, we're building this huge,
I know.
gigantic school,
Yeah,
and are we gonna use it?
I hope so.
I know.
I hope so.
They're coming right along, right? Because
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday nights I do a show with Russ Collins, and
Oh,
he
right.
lives right there.
That's right, it's his backyard.
Yeah, so he updates everyone on how
Mhm.
they're coming along.
Yeah.
And in fact, there was a call, we get off subject here, but that's all right,
That's
seniors
okay.
are
Yeah,
interested.
they are.
There was talk about the soccer field that they're gonna put in, putting irrigation on it.
Oh, and was that not a part of the
No, I
original?
guess it wasn't, but
Okay.
they're gonna look into it anyway.
Yeah.
And one of the things one of the contractors said is you don't wanna rely on the water from the Waynesville Water Company, cause it's too costly
Mm-hmm,
for a field that size.
mm-hmm.
He's suggesting they drop a pump, a
Oh,
well,
wow.
drill a well with a pump that's operated from a solar panel on the roof.
Oh,
So you're not even paying, you don't pay electric costs,
no,
and you
right.
don't pay for water.
Okay,
So you got installation costs, but then it's gone.
okay. That
Well,
makes
in
sense.
maintenance, because eventually things wear out, but
Well, yeah, but that
But still,
seems like a cost-effective way
yeah,
of
pretty
doing
cost
it.
effective.
Right,
Because when a field that size takes a lot of water.
right.
So
Where is the soccer field going to be? Is it
I
to
believe
the,
where the Bomber School is now.
so, all right, where the original site,
Yeah.
school is, once
That's gonna be taken down.
and that's where the field will go in,
Yeah,
okay.
because the baseball field is going in the front.
They are going to preserve that
Yeah.
space, okay. I wondered.
Well, that was one problem I have when
Well, it's a
when the planning
memorial.
board looked at it. Well, the baseball field being right there, the right field is right next to the road.
Yeah,
I'm concerned about baseballs going over so they're putting up a guard,
are they?
a
Good,
net.
yeah.
I said, gotta do that, because people are gonna have windshields smashed while they're driving by.
Oh, definitely.
Because it's right on, almost on the fence.
Yes,
It's
Yeah.
moved over. Now it tilted outward, so it
Okay.
wasn't bad. It was away from it, then you had another field out in the back.
right,
But they were away from the road
right,
enough. This one's right on the road.
right on the
almost.
road, yeah, so that would be an issue.
So they
yeah.
said they would put up a net.
Oh, okay, well, that's good,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I
Well-
know what baseballs, they end up in my mother-in-law's yard, for crying out loud.
oh, definitely, yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, it's coming along.
It is, I mean, as I had said, they haven't stopped work at all,
The class that starts in September 2021 supposedly will be in there.
so a year from now,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And then we're gonna be starting on a fire station.
yes, yeah. So the process, I think, is already, beginning on that to get a project, well, you have to choose a company to work with,
Yeah,
correct?
they gotta hire a company.
Right,
It's gotta go out to bid.
right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew the whole, I'm trying to recall the whole process with the
There's
school.
quite a
It's-
process to it.
Yeah, there is. But at least we know that, it is going to
Yeah.
be going forward, so,
And then your building, you know what's great about your building? They actually preserve some history there.
yeah.
'Cause we have all these other schools that got torn down.
So, I think I had told you that my plan is to go before the Board of Selectmen to request a name change for the senior center. So, my chairperson of the Council on Aging has done extensive research of the Plummer School. And she just came back with some more information that we are the last standing wood building,
Yes, wooden school.
wooden school. That's right.
You know that you can't build a wooden school today. They're
No.
illegal. Yeah.
Which makes me a little nervous because I'm
I
thinking,
know.
oh, boy, well, if there was ever tragically a fire, we would, yeah, that would be the end of our little place.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah
but
you can't build a school out of wood.
no. So
But
we,
has she come up with some names or?
so yes, we are going to present Plummer Place, home of the Northbridge Senior Center.
Oh, Plummer's Place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we want to keep in with the historical, background, and it was the plumber school. We want to keep in with
Well, it all came
tie
out
in
of Plummer's,
all of that.
Plummer's store. Is Isadora up? I think it was
Israel
Israel.
Plumber. Yeah,
That was close.
yeah, you would, yeah.
And yeah, his store was down there, and the foundation's
Right.
still there, so it brings a historical value to it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
And now that we're a part of the national parks, it just seems like it would all tie in to,
you could make it.
preserving.
Yeah, you could. We could make it one of the stops on the tour.
oh, well, that would be interesting.
Well, this year we're doing I did a tour last year of the historic district,
Okay,
and it was a walking tour.
yeah,
I did that in September. We can't do that now.
right.
So Bonnie Coombs,
Mm-hmm.
you know Bonnie,
Yeah,
she contacted me and she asked me she was going to do a virtual tour.
oh,
And
that I would love to showcase
yeah,
at
she hasn't
the,
gotten back to me if it's ready yet,
okay.
but she needed pictures.
Oh,
Right.
that's right, you had said you
I
went
didn't have any,
around,
so I went out and took them.
right, yeah.
And then I got her a picture of the map of the
Okay.
district, and so she's putting it all together.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that
So-
would be great to,
So that should be
to
on the
show.
net at some point.
Good, okay.
And I don't know how it's gonna work, but I gotta check with her on that, but they're not really open.
I was gonna say, that office hasn't been open.
No.
Cause I know my chairwoman went down there
I think
as
she's
well.
working from home,
Is she? Okay, all right,
but I have her email, so.
yeah. That's the best way to get to people these days.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah,
But, yeah, I mean, the historic, we just had a situation, we have, people get confused, we have an historic district now.
right,
But prior to that, and we still have it, we have a heritage district,
okay,
which is different.
okay.
And the law is different in how it works.
So historic means
Historic district
is certain,
is certain buildings,
right, okay,
and you can't do certain things to the building, but
Right.
we didn't limit it very much. We're very liberal with what you can do.
right,
Heritage district is, you can change your buildings to a certain extent, but it's limited again.
Mhm.
You have to go through the historic council,
okay,
and we got a situation now, there's 2 lots at the LaSalle Mansion
right,
that are separate from the mansion.
oh,
The
okay,
church retained them when they sold the mansion,
yeah,
and they now want to put 2 houses there. They
oh,
want to sell the lots,
right,
and the guy buying the lots wants to build 2 houses.
okay,
We had a public hearing on it, and what we found is, well, okay, we told him how he could open the stone wall,
yeah,
how he has to put the driveways in,
okay,
and the houses have to be wood, no vinyl siding,
okay,
and they have to have a design,
A
which
certain
we can
style?
present it to us, yeah, that'll look like it's in the part of the neighborhood.
okay,
So, they're basically like the houses that are there now,
right.
but
Oh,
that
that's
worked out.
interesting. So the mansion is still on the market, though? That hasn't sold, has it?
No, it hasn't. I don't know if it's on the market or not. I don't know if they're selling it yet. I haven't seen anything advertised.
I thought it was.
I thought it was too, but, you know, there's a lot to that place. There's a whole garden
Oh,
down the
it's
back.
incredible. It's
Yeah.
just, I'm just not sure, you know, it wouldn't be for someone to live there. It would probably be somebody that
For
would
functions.
do functions, events.
Yeah, you actually
um,
got a hotel in the back.
Oh, is there?
Oh, you know that?
Is that white
Yeah, there's a big long building.
building?
Yeah, it's like a motel.
Okay,
and that's where people stayed.
So it could be like a bed and breakfast too.
Oh, yeah. Or if, say you had a wedding, a lot of guests come from out of town.
They
They
could
could stay
stay.
there.
Well, that's kind of a neat feature then.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, these are all things, it needs a lot of work.
Yeah,
I was in it, just gutted out.
right.
I mean, I used a roof leak or something, the carpeting is all
Yeah.
moldy and everything.
Okay.
So
But
it
the
needs some-
mansion itself has had a lot of work done
Yeah,
to
but
it.
the upstairs
Is still in need of,
needs a lot of work. The
Yeah,
upstairs in tough condition.
right.
But,
Yeah.
you know, you fix it up and you could do pretty good with that.
You do.
It'd be a
yeah.
unique situation where all your guests could actually stay there,
Right,
even if they're local.
right. That's kind of,
You
that
have
would
a
be
party
neat.
the night before, and then you
Yeah.
have the wedding next day, and you have your reception.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room for all that.
People stay. That would be really neat. That would be
Yeah.
great for our area.
We gotta wrap
I
it
know,
up
we
because
do. Yeah.
Aaron's gonna be knocking on the window.
Yeah, he will
Okay.
be. That's okay.
Well, Kelly and I will be back next month at first Thursday of the month. Tomorrow night I will be here with, tomorrow night, next Thursday, I will be here with Tracy LaVarn,
Oh, nice.
candidate for Congress. Okay?
Excellent.
And we'll see you Wednesday night as well.
You're busy.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you.
tomorrow, I'll be at the rally at 10 o'clock on Town Common.
Is that Town Common?
Yeah, defend the police.
Very good.
See you later.
Thanks, Harry.